everybody. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome to the NBA Finals. It's been a long road, but we're here now. First of all, if you started at the start of the season, you said, okay, the NBA Finals are going to be played the last week of September going into October, people would be like, no.
You fucked.
Yeah, that's definitely not happening. And if you told them that it would be the Miami Heat in the finals, I think there'd be some eyebrows raised. I guess it's sort of reasonable, but you would have definitely thought it would have been the Raptors, the Bucks, Celtics, or even the Sixers. Disney, honestly, couldn't have written a better story.
It's true.
Kobe passes. Yeah. The Lakers kind of headstrong, put their head down, and just power through everything, the adversity, the will to fight. LeBron's kind of connection with Kobe. Even the passing of Kobe, the game before when Kobe was there, LeBron had passed him all time in points, I believe.
Yeah.
And then you look at the actual matchup of Miami versus the Lakers.
Yeah, it's a big matchup. You got LeBron facing off against his old team. Mm-hmm. You've got, Spoelstra. A lot of people are like, oh, he's got something to prove this game. That's a big old loss. Well, he's got something to prove this series, right? Because a lot of people are like, oh, LeBron led this, LeBron's team that. So I don't think enough credit is ever given to Spoelstra.
Oh, definitely not.
Just for
definitely not.
Because you can have great pieces, but you might not be able to get the job done. I think it's going to be super interesting. Everybody knows the powerhouse that is LeBron James and what he does to his team, just to pick up everyone's energy. But I think I was talking to you before, it's gonna be tough, right? Because it's if the Lakers aren't 100% the entire time, Miami's one of those teams it's gonna take advantage of that.
Yeah. So is there a way that you see that Miami ends up pulling through and winning the series, winning the NBA Finals?
I don't think they'll win the NBA Finals. I still think it'll be the Lakers. I'm saying Lakers in 6. I'm giving them Miami at least 2 wins, just because they've got shooters. They've got more consistent shooters than the Lakers do.
Yeah.
So
yeah, even you and I watching the game the other night, Danny Green hit a 3 and we were amazed because that guy is one of the most inconsistent 3-point shooters on the floor. And when he's on, just like a lot of their guys, J.R. Smith, Dion Waiters.
Yeah.
But it's just surprising whenever they do hit, because you're just unsure if it's actually going to go down.
And isn't it crazy that no matter who wins the finals, Dion Waiters is getting a ring?
Really?
He started this year with Miami. He was traded to the Lakers.
Okay, yeah, but listen.
The ultimate finesser.
But because they had this conversation last year with the Raptors.
Yeah.
Valanciunas was traded. As a professional basketball player, put yourself in that mindset. Do you want a ring? I would be like, I don't want this ring. I didn't do anything to win it.
Yeah, I did.
You weren't even in the playoffs.
I contributed.
You weren't
at the beginning. I put you in that playoff position.
No, you didn't, bro.
Yes,
it's a whole other season.
Yes, I did. I put you in that position to be there because he started the season with Miami. Did he not?
I don't know. That's what you're saying.
I'm pretty sure he did.
But
pretty sure come trade deadline, that's when he went on.
Maybe, but I'm just saying, as a professional athlete, I have too much pride to be like, oh yeah, you won, but I'll take this ring.
Yeah, take him while you can get
No way, that's a fake ring.
It's not a fake ring. It's just it's real.
Okay, so that's interesting. I guess Dion would get a ring either way. And then you look at that Miami squad, minus Dion Waiters. You got a walking bucket in Tyler Herro, who's really kind of shown, his progression over the past couple games, dropping 37 in games 5.
Yeah.
5. He's unreal. If he keeps it up, that's another threat that you can go to. Bam Adebayo was huge last game in Game 6. Obviously, Jimmy is Jimmy.
Jimmy's Jimmy. He's going to be there for his baskets. He's not. He could probably drop 30 if he wants to drop 30, but he's a team guy. He's looking for that extra pass. He's looking for those guys cutting. So
it's amusing to me because the narrative, even in Chicago, the narrative around Jimmy Butler, and obviously in Minnesota, oh, this guy's not a team guy.
Yeah,
This guy's an asshole, you know. And I always thought of him like, okay, like he's a 90s basketball player. He's, you know, I'm getting in your face. Like he would have played great with Mike. If him and MJ were on the same team, oh, they'd have been on. And with Kobe. Like Kobe was kind of cut from that same cloth. But it's just interesting now, you know, he's in Miami. This is kind of where he's wanted to be the whole time too, and there's no issues about him being a team player.
Like I read something, you know, Jimmy. If you put Jimmy in a kennel with a bunch of cats, he's gonna growl. You know, soft kitten. But
Sure,
you
yeah.
put him in a pound with some dogs.
Dogs, yeah.
Man's at home.
Yeah.
So, and that's what Miami is. Miami is just a bunch of dogs, a bunch of people grinding. Like what? I don't even think he was drafted top 10.
No.
Like Butler was drafted low.
Yeah, he was last pick in the
Bam
first
was
round.
low.
Yeah.
A lot of their players were drafted low, like mid tier, and it's like
Yeah, they got chips
or
on their
undrafted,
yeah.
right? So it's like a lot of them have things to prove, so they're just gonna come out hot.
I think the template for the Miami Heat, it's always been this. Their culture is just a grit and grind team that focuses on defense and hitting your threes.
Yeah.
You know, you got a guy in Jay Crowder who can spread the floor, and he's just an unreal player on defense when you need him to lock down. Obviously, Andre Iguodala, you know, former Finals MVP, went against LeBron, locked LeBron down when LeBron played for the Cavs. You know, you've got Goran Dragic, a veteran, knows what he's doing.
Yep.
Jimmy Butler is that guy. Jimmy Butler, you know, I think is the image when I think of the Miami Heat organization. He's that guy.
Okay. He's the new face since the passing of Wade.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Wade is like, it's Wade County.
Wade is Mr. Miami.
Yeah,
like, he'll always be Mr.
It's Wade County, but when I think of the actual like structure and culture of the Miami Heat, there is no better player in the NBA that better, you know, resembles that culture than Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
Just that grit and grind, that, you know, get in your face, give it your all mentality.
Yeah.
And then over, you know, in the Lake Show, down in LA, they got two of the, let's say, top seven players in the league today. In AD and LeBron. Oh, yeah. You got guys that are showing up like JaVale McGee, Dwight Howard.
Dwight's showing up now.
Rajon Rondo.
Yeah, well, Rajon was always like a solid point guard.
Yeah, he plays different in the playoffs.
Yeah.
He elevates in the playoffs for sure.
Yeah.
But he's been hitting his shots.
He's been taking threes, and he's actually been...
Which is weird.
It's weird to see him shoot a three. I'm like, you're clearly going to pass that.
Yeah.
But nope, I'll pull it. What you got? I mean, Kuz has been a little streaky. I don't even think JR's seen floor.
No.
And obviously you've got Big King LeBron.
I think LeBron knows. I mean, you're conscious of this. Any athlete will be like, oh, no, I'm not thinking about it. I'm just focusing on the game. Any athlete is conscious of what's going on, what the narrative is, what the media is saying. I think LeBron understands, you know, he's in, you know, the final ending years of his career. He's probably got, I'd say, 5 more years left. I think he's an elite. I don't think he's a player that wants to hang around and be, like, mediocre, you know, through the end of his career.
I think he'll hang around, like, at least, till, like, his 40s. And even towards the end of his career, I think it's, like...
Just be that facilitating playmaker.
A facilitator or just that veteran, like... Look to LeBron for, like, leadership. Look to him for, like, pointers, things like that.
I don't want to use this comparison and it be taken out of hand, but, like, Carmelo Anthony. He's really shown this year that, look, he can still play, but he is not the Melo of, you know,
he's not the
NY. Like,
he's not the NY Melo. He's not the Denver Melo.
Yeah.
You know, like... Yeah, I think what Melo really needed was to settle into, like, you know what, I'm not the star anymore. I'm like a role player guy. I'm going to do what I can to help my team get there. And, you know, if they need me to hit a couple corner threes, I'm going to do that. They need me to box out and grab those rebounds, I'm going to do that. I'm not bringing up the ball every time. That's not my job anymore. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I don't, and like that is where I think LeBron benefits. I don't think LeBron will stick around to the point where he is a role player guy. I just don't think that's in the LeBron DNA. But one thing that LeBron has over Melo is a scorer. Melo is a bona fide baller. right? LeBron doesn't need to score because he can make a pass, he can rebound, so he can kind of take a step back and still be performing at peak.
Doesn't he finish the last game with a triple-double?
Probably, yeah.
So it's like,
when it comes to this series, I'm gonna take, I would like to see Miami do it just because that underdog story.
Yeah.
Think back to the Detroit Pistons, their squad with Chauncey Billups and Ben Wallace. But realistically, I think LeBron's got it in the bag. AD's got it. Their team, knows what it takes. They've got what it takes. They've shown it all season. They showed it in the bubble. So I will take. I'll jump on your bandwagon. I'll take Lakers in 6 as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I definitely say Lakers in 6. Just because like I said, you got to have those Lakers firing and all Pistons. You got because like I was saying, you watch them, and there are sometimes you're watching them play. They are playing like a nice, well-oiled machine. That's I've been here before. I've done this. I'm doing this. And then there's other times it's like, oh, this is a basketball. I put it in hoop, and it's like, what? Like, what are you guys doing?
They don't know what's going on.
Yeah, and it's like so if they keep that well-oiled machine like mentality and keep that going and that like work ethic going, like it's probably gonna be like Lakers in 6, maybe even 5.
Yeah, that's what I thought about saying, but I don't know. I give credit to Miami.
I give more credit to Miami, and they can turn it around easily, right? They get a couple shots in rhythm. You have Harrow like stepping up. You have maybe Bam has another big game, whatnot. Maybe AD gets into a little foul trouble. You don't know. You don't know, right? Because that's the game of basketball. It's so unpredictable, right? Things can just swing like that.
It's a game of runs, right? If someone starts going on a run, they get hot. So there you have it from us. We both got Lakers in 6. LeBron with his 4th, with his 4th Finals MVP as well. 3rd with another team. Let us know what you think. Obviously, it's been a long season, basically a full year of an NBA season. Do you think Miami somehow can pull it out and get a dub? Or do you think it's inevitable that LeBron, AD, Caruso, my guy Alex Caruso, do you think that they're gonna pull it out? Let us know in the comments below. Just like always, hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and click that little bell notification so you know the next time I post a video. And I guess see you next season. Peace.
I'm loving when it's raining out, and I'm just getting high again. Tell me that you changing now.